So the first question is that if the substrate used during respiratory process is a carbohydrate, what will be the RQ value? You know that respiratory substrate mainly carbohydrate, that is glucose. So obviously when respiratory substrate must be a carbohydrate, their respiratory quotient must be 1. If there is protein or fat, that is partially respiration occurs, no fully respiration occurs, so that is either less than 1 or more than 1. But only when carbohydrate glucose is present, then the respiratory quotient always will be 1. Okay. Can you hear me clearly now, everyone? Can you hear me clearly right now? So first question, if the substrate during respiratory process is a carbohydrate, what will be the RQ value? RQ value will be 1, because you know that the carbohydrate is the main respiratory substrate. That main substrate of the respiration is carbohydrate, that is glucose. So when glucose is present, there total respiration occur, but if there is some protein or fat is present replacing the carbohydrate, there is partial respiration occur. So that's why the respiratory quotient either will be greater than 1 or less than 1. So the answer will be the respiratory quotient is the ratio of carbon dioxide produced to the volume of oxygen consumed. So the amount of oxygen they used and the amount of carbon dioxide they produced, this is the respiratory quotient. Okay, during respiration over a period of time. So RQ value will be RQ equal to volume of CO2 evolved by volume of O2 absorbed. Let the following reaction. So carbohydrate means C6H12O6 plus 6O2, 6CO2 plus H2O. So what is the amount of carbon dioxide evolved? 6CO2. What is the amount of oxygen used? 6O2. So 6 cut down, so you can get the answer 1. So when the carbohydrate used as a respiratory substrate, the RQ must be 1. If a cell having 32 chromosomes undergo mitotic division, what will be the chromosome numbers during metaphase? What would be the DNA content during anaphase? So a cell contain 32 chromosome under mitotic division, not meiosis. Okay, mitotic division. So what will be the chromosome number during metaphase, and what would be the DNA content during anaphase? So mitotic cell division, you know that somatic cells in our body cells, and the chromosome number of daughter cells always will be the same as their parent cell. In the case of the meiosis division, that will be half in the number, but in the case of mitotic division, the chromosome number always will be as same as their parents. The number of chromosome during metaphase will be 32, metaphase, anaphase, anything. And what will be the DNA number? The DNA content is doubled as the synthetic phase of interphase and get divides anaphase. You know that at the stage of interphase they started pairing, but in the case of anaphase they are moving towards the polar region, so they started dividing. So the DNA content during anaphase will be the same as they are in the parent cell. So actually the same number of chromosomes. This one is metaphase, anaphase. In the case of in the case of mitotic division, the chromosome number, DNA number always will be the same, but in the case of meiosis division, that will be half in the number. Gibberellin hormone is known for its extensive used in agricultural practice. You know that gibberellin hormone are extremely used in the agriculture. Substrate this statement with example. Why the gibberellin, not other auxins, anything else, not used in the agricultural practices? Let's see, gibberellin is the plant growth hormone. This helps in the growth of the plant longitudinally, the stem of the plants. Okay, so it is used extensively in agricultural practice for the following reason. First one, stem and leaf growth. Application of gibberellin increases the length of stem and the crop yield, that is in sugarcane, mainly sugarcane. Next one, delayed ripening. It helps to get mature the fruits or ovum or that anther, spore, all these things delayed. Okay, so they can stay for longer time. Gibberellin delays ripening of fruits such as citrus, apple, etc. This helps in prolonged storage of the foods. Next one, breaking down dormancy and seed germination. Gibberellin cause metabolism of food stored in seeds, thus breaking down dormancy. Dormancy means inactive stage, but using the gibberellin, the seeds start to grow, they are start to sprouting, the plants also start to grow very fast, so they activate from the dormant stage. Also stimulating synthesis of certain hormones, gibberellin produce seed germination. So stem and leaf growth, delayed ripening, and breaking down dormancy, and helps in the seed germination. Okay, so for this mainly three reasons gibberellin are hugely used in the agricultural practices. Suggest why grass lawns are mowed regularly in order to give them carpet-like appearance. Can you identify the growth phenomenon occurring here? Also provide the enzyme responsible for this phenomenon. You know that the grass, they are started very fast growing, so you have to cut down regularly, maintain their size, otherwise they are irregularly grow, so that's why that is not looking like a very good or any carpet like structure. Okay, so grass lawns are mowed, cut the apex regularly to remove the apical portion of the grass. This results in the development of lateral branches. So if you cut down the longer part, the root part, apical portion means the tip part. If you cut down the tip part, then they started branching partially, not longitudinally. So that's why that may be very bushy, they may be very thickening, looking like a thickening and carpet like structure. This phenomenon where presence in apical buds inhibit the growth of lateral buds called apical dominance. Okay, that is apical dominance. When apically, longitudinally they started to grow, the side dormancy. Okay, so lateral buds cannot grow, that is apical dominance. So when you cut down the apical part, they start to grow in laterally, so then they looking like a bush like structure, thickened structure, carpet like structure. So they just remove the apical dominant and to grow there laterally. And the growth of apical buds obviously helps by the hormone auxin. Auxin always helps in the growth in the apically, that is apical buds, longitudinally, not laterally. Side branches never occur. Interphase is also known as energy phase of a cell. Justify the statement. Why interphase is also known as the energy? Why interphase is also known as the energy phase? Interphase means there is a gap between the two cell division. Okay, so interphase stage of the cell cycle is also called energy phase because it carries the performing many vital process or activate to facilitate further cell division. They actually prepare the cells for the next cell division. Okay, this therefore also considered as the most active phase of the cell cycle. The interphase is divided into three phases: G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase. G1 phase, during this phase the cell carries out metabolic activities, duplication and synthesis of organelles and metabolism. S phase, during this phase DNA replication takes place, and G2 phase, in this phase growth of cell and preparation of cell division takes place. Synthesis of RNAs and protein associated with it also continue to occur. JGA operators, you know that juxtaglomerulus apparatus operates a multi-hormonal RAS. RAS means renin, angiostensin, aldosterone system. Okay, so JGA apparatus control these three hormone function: renin, aldosterone, and aldosterone. So this is full for short form is RAS, RAAS. JGA operates this control. Explain the role played by renin angiotensin in this system on the regulation of the kidney function. So how the renin and angiotensin helps in the kidney function. Renin is released from the juxtaglomerular apparatus, that is JGA apparatus, on activation by a fall on glomerular blood pressure flow. When the glomerular blood pressure start to flow, then the JGA apparatus start to secrete renin. Renin converts angiotensinogen and angiotensinogen in blood to angiotensin 1 and further to angiotensin 2. Angiotensin 2 being a powerful vasoconstrictor increase the glomerular blood pressure, thereby glomerular filtrate rate. Okay, JRFR. So actually the renin helps to convert the angiotensin 1 and 2, and these two helps to maintain the juxtaglomerulus apparatus flow. So that's why the filtration rate also controlled by the renin. Angiotensin 2 also increase the blood volume by signaling the PCT to reabsorb more NaCl and water, and it also activates the adrenal cortex to release aldosterone hormone. Aldosterone causes reabsorption of Na plus and water from the distal parts of the tubule of nephrons. This also leads to an increase in the blood pressure and GFR. Consider statement that mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell. Obviously, is this statement true or false? Obviously, this one is the true statement. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Justify your answer with a valid explanation. Because you know that it's generate ATP, the energy currency of the cell. ATP synthesis inside the mitochondria provide energy to all cellular activities that are to be carried out in their body. Because you know that ATP helps to perform all the living organism body cellular activities so that we can survive. So ATP is the energy currency of the cell, and that produced in the mitochondria. So mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Next one. No mitochondria is present in bacterial cell, so how do they generate energy for the metabolic processes? Obviously, in our multicellular body mitochondria is present, but in the case of the lower groups of animals where mitochondria is not present, how do they perform their function? Bacteria cell prokaryotes do not contain mitochondria. In prokaryotes, mesosome, instead of the mitochondria there is mesosomes are present, perform the functions association with the mitochondria in eukaryotes. These structures are characteristic specialization of bacteria cell membrane that develops as in growth from the plasma membrane. Okay. Analyze the physiological circumstances that may lead to erythroblastosis fetalis. When this disease you can find in a pregnant mother, that is erythroblastosis fetalis. So erythroblastosis fetalis is occurs due to incompatibility between the fetus and mother during the pregnancy. When the mothers have the negative blood, the child has the positive blood, or mother has the positive blood but child has the this negative positive compatibility creates the erythroblastosis fetalis. Okay. So between the fetus and mother during pregnancy, Rh antigen of the fetus do not exposed in the Rh minus blood of the mother in the first pregnancy. However, during the delivery of the first child, there is a possibility of exposure to maternal blood to small amounts of the Rh plus blood from the fetus. So when the baby start giving birth by birth time, there is a chance of mixing of the mother and fetus blood. So if that is negative blood, that one is the positive blood, there is a chance to destroy the fetus. Okay. In such cases, mother starts preparing antibodies against Rh antigen in her blood, and during any subsequent pregnancies, the Rh antibodies from the mother leak into the blood to the fetus. Okay, and resulting in the destruction of the fetal RBCs. This could be fatal to the fetus or could cause severe anemia and jaundice and may even lead to the death of the fetus. How will you interpret an electrocardiogram, that is ECG, in which time taken in QRS complex is higher? QRS complex, you know that in electrocardiogram by which they can identify the heart rate of a patient. So when it will be high? Electrocardiogram is a graphical representation of electrical activity of the heart during a cardiac cycle. So during a cardiac cycle, how the electrical activity, that is the rhythmic contraction and relaxation, occurs in a heart, you can show by a graphical representation by the process of the ECG. The QRS complex in an ECG represent depolarization of the ventricle, which initiates the ventricle contraction. Ventricle, what happened in the ventricle part, not arterial part. Okay, ventricle part depolarization, ionization occurs. What happened, that you can show under the ECG. The time taken in QRS complex is very small fraction of second, 0.12 second in normal ECG. The time taken in QRS complex will be higher when electrical activity takes a long time to travel throughout the ventricle myocardium. The normal conduction of electrical impulse through the AV node then to ventricles via his Parkinson system results into normal QRS duration. When electrical activity is not conducted through his Purkinje system but instead travels from myocyte to myocyte, the QRS durations get lengther. Explain the heart sound. During each cardiac cycle, two prominent sounds are produced. You can easily hear through a stethoscope. You don't know that doctor first give the stethoscope and they can hear the heart sound, love dub. Okay, so the first sound is love is associated with the course of tricuspid and bicuspid valves, whereas the second sound dub is associated with the closure of the semilunar valves. These sounds are significant in clinical diagnosis. The binding of a competitive inhibitor efficiently shut off the activity of an enzyme. The activity of elaborate how the competitive inhibitor, when binding with an enzyme, it decreases the activity of an enzyme. So the activity of an enzyme is sensitive to the presence of specific chemicals to bind it. When the binding of the chemical shut off enzyme activity, this process is known as the inhibition, and the chemical is called inhibitor, which decreases the activity of the enzyme So then it is known as the inhibitor. If the inhibitor closely resembles the substrate of a reaction in its molecular structure and inhibits the activity of the enzyme involved in the reaction, it is known as the competitive inhibitor. Due to its close structural similarity with the substrate, the inhibitor competes with the substrate for the substrate binding site or active site of the enzymes. Consequently, the substrate is unable to bind to the active site and the inhibitor binds to it. Thus, the overall activity of the enzymes declines and inhibition of succinic dehydrogenase by the malonate closely resembles with the substrate succinate in the structure. The study of nature of body cavity and coelom in the classification of animal is important. Support the sentence with the example. The presence or absence of a cavity between the body wall and the gut wall is the very important classification in the animals. That is coelom, pseudocoelom, you know that. The body cavity which is lined by the mesoderm is known as the coelom. That is true coelom. When the total body cavity alimentary canal will be present, then it is known as the coelom. Animal processing true coelom is called coelomates. Annelids, mollusks, arthropods, echinoderms, hemichordates, chordates, they have true coelom. Some animals' body cavity is not lined by the mesoderm. Instead, the mesoderm is present as scattered pouches in between the ectoderm and endoderm. Such a body cavity is known as pseudocoelom, and the animal processing are known as pseudocoelomates, that is phylum Aschelminthes, and the animals in which body cavity is absent is known as the acoelomate, that is Platyhelminthes. Okay. Multicellular organisms have divisional lever. Analysis and compile a report about the statement. You know that because multicellular organisms have so many cells, they form tissue, tissue form organ, they have so many organ systems. So different organ system perform different functions. So multicellular organism has the division of lever. But prokaryotic cell all made up of only one cell, and this one cell perform all the body functions. So that's why there is no division of lever will be present. So the body of multicellular organism has several cells which act as the basic structural unit. These cells are organized to form complex tissues such as blood, bone, etc. These tissue in turn get organized into organs such as heart, kidney, etc., which are specialized and perform specific functions. The organs performing the same functions then organized to form organ system such as digestive system, reproductive system, and respiratory system. The various organ system of organism get arranged to form a complete individual. Thus, different functions are carried out by different groups of cell in an organism. This is known as the division of labor in multicellular organism. Okay. So this is up to for the today. We will discuss more question in my more video. If you have any question, any doubt, ask me. Okay. Bye everyone.